Alright, hey guys, welcome back to the EWRL AI series here for race 17 at Okayama. We got 4 races left until we get to the chase, or chase cut that I called it. You can see how far back you are from making it in, and how far back whoever's in the top 10 is from the leader. You got 35 laps today here at Okayama. I think I'm saying it right, but probably not. Yep, 35 laps. Like I said, no more stages. Been like that for a while now. Everybody equal cars now. We'll probably do that from here on out and the rest of the seasons and everything, because it's just a pain to start messaging everybody. But we're gonna go share the stream while this thing loads up, and we'll get go from there. Right, it's about 48% loaded in. Sheldon is your points leader. Jon, though, won the last race, closed that points gap up. They're both the first 2 people to break 500 points. He's about 17 back from Sheldon. Sheldon's got 524. Lingerfelt's 39 out. Abney's 62 out. 73 for Emerson. 75 for Dan. Markel 82. Causey 83. Mike and Gerald 84. So literally, the bottom 4. And then Ben Parke, who's 11th outside of the chase, is 5 points away from Gerald, and basically, 6 and 7 from, Mike and Cousin and Markel, 7. So it's a very close, who will or won't get in to the chase right now. With 4 races left, it's a 5-point gap for, it's about 7 points from Ben Parke to 7th. And Landen, is about another 15 or 17 back from Ben, actually, in 12th. So some people got their work cut out for them to do. Well, everybody's going to start their qualifying while I change the stupid setup so I don't have to see it. We'll just put, I don't know, Sonoma. Cool. Well, that goes as I do this. Make sure at least most of the paints load, hopefully. Fortunately, some do, some don't. And we already know that from previous races. But let's see who gets on pole here today. Elijah has not loaded. Actually, a lot of the back half of the field hasn't. A lot of the front half of the field has, number-wise. Elijah did. 19 did. 27 Brian. 77 did not. 17, 16, 14. The back half hasn't yet. Still loading them all. Well, at least it's a red crew, so we got time. They haven't even started their first. Oh, there we go. Get the 16, the 17. The 11. I don't think Dylan's is loading today. Unfortunately for the 14. For a lot of them, it just doesn't load. Alright, let's go find the points leader and go sit on his lap. Which is right here for Sheldon. It looks like him and Landen are also probably not going to load in. Oh, nope. Sheldon's did load in. But we're going to sit on the lap with him for his 2 laps here today. Here at Okayama. I don't know any of the turn numbers or anything here, so we ain't gonna be doing that today. We're just gonna hopefully be commentating on the race itself, and hopefully it's a good battle between whoever is or isn't the leaders. Maybe people will or will not screw up today. Some people should be finishing the lap here anytime, probably. After Sheldon finishes this lap, we'll go to second in points, Jon. But let's see where Sheldon ends up compared to everybody else here this lap. Nobody has set a time yet. Oh, there it is, Luis. So far in pole. Sheldon to 6th. Now we're going to go find Jon in the 18. He's on his second lap already. Everybody is qualified. Luis on pole, Andrews at core, so far second. Causey third, Jacob Zala fourth, and Patrick in the 77 fifth. Sheldon still hanging in the top 10 spot again for today. But Jon, he needs a better position here. Same with Lingerfelt. They're 21st, 22nd to Sheldon's 6th place at the moment. Jon, though, coming back down the long straightaway instead of the hairpin here. I do at least know that from racing and watching the track a lot. Or watching races here a lot. Highest Toyotas, Max Service, lowest Toyota, Malenko. Unfortunate. Last place, Dylan Rash in the 14 at the moment. We'll see where Jon qualifies on the second lap here. He's been the good Toyota all year long. And second place in points. He's at least keeping the Toyotas in the game. Best Ford, you know, has been the 69 of Sheldon. Best Chevy, I think. Yeah, it's been Lingerfelt in the 8. So it's top 3 of different manufacturers. So Jon coming to the line here. Is he going to improve? Looks like he's not going to. Anybody else finishing their laps? Looks like everybody qualified. Luis is going to be on pole here today at Okayama. I think everybody hit both their laps. Everybody except for Dylan, who's last. But at 140, almost everybody's in the 138s or 137s here. Let's get on to the race now. It is 50% fuel load, so we will see pit stops here. Not sure after how many laps, but I'm hoping at least 1 or 2. Alright, we're going to go to Luis now, who's your race leader this week. First pole in the season, I'm pretty sure, for the 7 of Luis. Andrew St. Clair also, I think, a first front row for him. And we got a TV mixed here today, so we'll be doing that. But I think on the start, we'll just go like TV 1 or 2. TV 2 usually has the better camera down the front straight, I think. We'll do TV 1. Grid and ungrid.
1 to go. Next time by. Line up on the right side.
As we wait for them to start rolling off here. We'll just keep it on TV 1. Jacob in the 4 looking for a good day. Causey looking to stay strong here, trying to stay in the top 10 in points. Yes, he's only in by 2 points right now. You're like 7 points over the first person out. But it's very close between the 88, 42, 24, 32, and the 20. And we're green here at Okayama.
Green flag, green flag.
Luis gets off to a good start. He's going to get out into the lead as it's a battle for second place between Causey and Andrew St. Cyr now. Causey now up into second. Looks like Andrew St. Cyr went wide. He's going to get pushed off the track in the 12 car. He's going to get stopped on the track there for a second. Emerson up. A lot of them all going to gain a position from that. And the 2 are Ritchison and the 1 of Faron. They both go off track. We'll go back to the race lead. Luis and Causey now battling for it. Causey now down. He's now into the lead as Luis is going to look to the inside here into the hairpin. Side by side for the race lead here. Luis now battling back. Causey side by side with him still through this turn. Causey gets cleared. Jacob now looking to the inside of the 7 possibly. Is Causey going to be able to drive away? Causey just takes a defensive line. That's going to probably allow the 7. Actually, no, the 4. Jacob now underneath Luis. We saw what happened back there. We're going to wait for this first lap to be over as Jacob's now up into the grass as he goes off track here. And he's back in the gravel again in the final turn. So he's going to have to stop off track and possibly have to pull over. He's going to have to tow just because that's how the AIs work, unfortunately. Or is he going to be able to get going here? Oh, the 95 of Smith hits Jacob. He's definitely going to have to tow now. Smith still going slow down that front straightaway. Yep, Smith's still going slow also. As we're going to go back to your race lead. It was Causey and Causey first, and you got Luis, Patrick, Sheldon, Emerson, Kyle Petrie, Tyler Riggs, Landen, Markel for the top 10. And I think the 1 and 2 are also down and out of the race at the moment. As we'll put it to most exciting here. You'll see all the battles as it looks like the 37 Abney, or not Abney, hold on. Yeah, 37 Abney just went off. The 47 David Culpepper is right behind him. I had to do something, so I'm back. It looks like we're looking at Malenko now here. He's up 4 positions from where he started. As Devin in the 13 actually is up 10 positions from last, or from 33rd. So we now go on board with Malenko trying to battle the 27 of Brian Glennon and the 13 of Devin Smith in front of him. Now Gerald, who's on the cut, back in 26th, not having a good day here. Jacob, though, 1 lap down. You saw him have to tow. Faron and the 2 of Brandon Ritchison, even though they went off track, they got back going. As it looks like Luis is still trying to chase down Causey back for that race lead. Remember, when we get the pit stops, that's going to change everything here too. As we go back towards the front. Luis getting loose. You see everybody's single file here at the moment. What's going to happen when they get onto old tires or the new tires? Because I know these heavy braking zones for the AIs, they like to go off the tracks because of it. If, like Causey right there, he locked up. This is not going to allow Luis get towards him a little bit more. This is about 0.7 of a second back now. And the 88's super loose at the moment. Looks like nobody's changed positions up here in a little bit. Emerson though is up to 5th. Looks like he might have got another position. As everybody's coming around, I'm gonna call it the carousel. Jacob's still stuck on pit road from that first lap incident. We'll watch everybody in the turn 1 here. This is a turn that I feel like Luis goes off track in the 7. This is going to allow the 77. If he can't get back on track, he's going to have to stop. And he's going to have to tow here unless somebody hits him now. Abney almost goes off. The 19 of Adam almost does. As long as they're not side by side. I don't think he's going to have to tow. Yep, he should be able to get going here. Good. Yeah, for the first turn, I don't think, it doesn't look like anybody's gone off here. Go back towards the front though. Well, another big lock up towards the front. Looks like it was Causey again. Well, Luis, who started on pole, he had the chance. But he just went wide in turn 1. And lost the position now. Looks like Dan and 9 might have had problems too. Might have went off track. Emerson looks like he's going to make a move back here. In the 51. Looks like he was. Or he's just defending from Kyle maybe. Again, we'll watch the second place car as they try to chase down Causey, as he was actually 0.3 of a second faster for Patrick over the 88 last lap. Sheldon somehow up to 3rd. Nobody going too wide at the moment back here. Go look at turn 1 though, with the leaders. Nobody's going too far off. The 6 gets loose. 4 still on pit road. Luis just trying to move back as Adam's got major damage. He had problems. We'll go take a look and see what happened to Adam, if I can find it. Oh, there it is. They had a big stack up back here. Looked like Abney and the 37 in front of him had problems. He just goes straight off the track. Adam goes with him. He just runs into the back of the 37. I think, yep, here comes the 14 of Dylan. Also piles back into this wreck as they all get back onto the track. As we go back to the 88 of Causey. Causey went off. Well, we weren't there, so now we're going to go back to Causey. See what happened. It looks like he just goes off, locking it up again into the turn. And now Patrick's your race leader. And we'll go back to the 77 now. If he doesn't screw up, he's got a win in the bag here today. Sheldon now up into 2nd. Emerson 4th. Kyle now up into 5th. A lot of people having problems here today and can't do a road course. So now you got Sheldon and Patrick here for the race lead going into turn 1. As we watch your points leader try to chase down the 77, he's just trying to gain a lot of points to maybe get up there and get into chase and get that reset in points. The 77 locks up, goes wide in front of the 69 of Sheldon here. Maybe he's feeling the pressure from the points leader. Patrick still hanging on at the moment. Emerson trying to catch back up to these two as they're about 2.8 seconds from the 69 of Sheldon behind him. They're about the same lap time between these two though. Last lap. Adam and the 19 may have pit for his damage now finally. As long as these guys don't go wide or anything, they'll be okay. Turn 1 seems to cut people off. Sheldon Patrick now down in turn 1 here. Emerson still third. Doesn't look like any battles back here. Max may have just gotten passed by Coen, or it looks like they were just battling for the position for 11th. As we'll watch that, as it looks like, yep, the 22 of Logan goes off track back here. As long as nobody else hits him, we'll be okay. Looks like he'll get going here. He lost from 9th place to whatever position this is now. 24th it's gonna be. Let's go back up here. Max battling Jon. They're side by side instead of hairpin. Emerson and Kyle now battling. As the two leaders pull away, Kyle gets around Emerson. Kyle trying to get those 12 points. He has, you know, he's back right now. Or 5 points he's out of the chase cut. You know, Kyle's 36 points out. He needs a good run here today. Just trying to get up in and move it in there. As we go back to the race leaders, Sheldon about 0.4 of a second behind the 77. Looks like Adam had to pit. He had major damage. Ben, we'll sit on him for a little bit. He's about 5 points out at the moment from the chase cut. It's getting very close between a lot of those people down there. Your pole position, Luis now down to 31st, unfortunately. Malenko up to 17th from starting in the back. Same with Jesse and David. That right there where David just went off. Gets it back going though. About the race leaders. Still pulling away about 3.5 seconds over Kyle Petrie, who finally got around Emerson. This is usually a good passing zone. Patrick's not quite there. Or Sheldon's not quite there yet, and Patrick, he's trying. He's sliding it though through the turns, the double left-hander. He might get the run down the front straightaway though if he can stay this close. As he's taking a little bit wider entry to get a run off the corner maybe. But it looks like he lost time there. About Emerson and Kyle. Looks like nothing's happening back here. Any major things going on in the back? Doesn't look like it. Smith looks like he had problems at some point, because he's got damage. The 2 leaders going to turn 1 here again. Thinking maybe they'll pit lap 15 and they'll just take a halfway. Markel up to 7, trying to get around Landen. Landen gets loose. This is the danger turn, it seems like, at the moment. 47 goes off again there in that in 15. 32 looks like he almost went off there again. Jacob, who's already 6 laps down, he goes off there and hits the wall. Dan in the back also goes off there. Luis slides it. We go back to Patrick and Sheldon. Looks like Emerson still trying to get around Kyle again. Bunch of 2-car battles. The 69 look to the inside again. They're going into these final few turns here as they go into the I'm gonna call it the carousel. Sheldon's about 0.5 of a second back. He might be able to try to make a move here down in turn 1. Looks like none of them are pitting at the moment. Down in the turn 1 for the 77-69 here. Oh, the 77 goes way wide, gets super loose there. So they both make it through the danger turn. Sheldon goes to the outside of the 77. He's going to go take it way too wide, though, and he's going to lose a bunch of time here to the 77 probably. Or maybe he'll get a run off the corner and take it down to the inside in the hairpin here. Looks like the 77 is defending the inside into the hairpin. They're on board with Sheldon. You can't see the 77. Might be able to get the run off. Doesn't look like it, though. I don't think anybody's having problems at the moment. Just a lot of people not having good days in the back. Let's go back to the race leaders. Still 0.6 of a second between the two. We've had a lot of different people. I think we had 4 or 5 different leaders already today, but Patrick's led the most so far in the 77. You can easily slide off track anywhere. Looks like Miz had a problem in the 3. We're going to go find Miz. Or maybe it's just a timing score error at the moment. I think it's just a scoring error. Yeah. So Miz is fine. They're just battling for this position here in 7th. Looks like Sheldon has yet to get around the 77. Oh, the 77 locked up though. What's it look like? This camera. Yeah, here we go. Patrick again locks up into that turn in the hairpin. Here comes Sheldon to the inside of the 77. They're now side by side for the race lead as they're going to touch here a little bit. Sheldon now to the race lead over the 77 Patrick. Sheldon though slides a lot. Same with the 77. Looks like Markel and the 42 had problems. We're going to go take a look at that. Looks like he probably went off track or something. Oh, that's a while ago. Oh, shit. Oh, he had major problems. Just went off track. Looks like somebody probably hit him when he came back on. Waiting for it. Battling Andrew St. Cour just turns the 42 as they go 3 wide. Markel had to tow. To go back to 69. Sheldon's still your race leader. Sheldon goes way wide in that turn. Lingerfelt way to the inside over here. Will he be able to get it slowed down enough time? It looks like he did. As we go back to the race leaders, Patrick trying to keep the 69 from having another good points day. Another win on the season. Emerson, though, finally gets back around Kyle Petrie for the 3rd position here. But will Kyle make a run down the back straightaway here? Will the 6 of Gerald get it? Or 6 of Riggs, sorry. Mixing names up. Looks like somebody in front locked up pretty bad. Kyle in the 24 locks up. Kyle almost gets turned by the 6 car of Riggs. As they're pushing each other through these turns here for the 3rd position. Kyle blocks. The 6 goes to the outside now. Kyle keeps the position at the moment. About the leaders, when will they pit? Coming to lap 15, it's going to be about halfway here soon. Maybe they'll have to pit around lap 20 or so. Sheldon slides through there. Patrick does too. Not as bad as people have been all day. Riggs, though, finally trying to make a move on the 24 Kyle again already. Is he going back down that long straightaway? He took it wide. Maybe he'll get a run off. Or is the 24 Kyle going to defend here down the straightaway? And he couldn't get there, though. Sheldon's starting to pull away again here in the 69, which I don't understand. It's on equal cars. Let's see if he pits this time by. It looks like he is going to. Sheldon pits, the 77 pits. Emerson pits. Top 3 are in. Kyle, Riggs, Miz, Jon. What about everybody else? Landen. Yep, it looks like the whole field's coming in on lap 14. So they might have to pit one more time at the end of this race. Doesn't look like anybody stayed out one more lap. We'll see who comes off of pit road first. Nobody somebody's on the track. They're gonna lose a lot of time though. So wait, Sheldon comes off. Emerson actually gets out second. Patrick having a long pit stop here. Sheldon, Emerson, Kyle, then Patrick, Riggs then. Let's see who stayed out. Looks like the 13 is Zimmerman. Luis. But they're all, Luis was a lap down. Yeah, everybody else on pit road. So everybody came in that was actually in position to possibly win this race. Sheldon, though, has the 2 lap cars with the 13 and 19 in front of him. Will Emerson be able to catch him in the 51 car? We'll see. This is the pit stop laps. The times aren't going to be accurate. Sheldon's still catching up to the 2 guys in front of him. So if it's 14 and 14, they might hit the pit again around lap 28 or so. At 77, Patrick lost a lot of time. Back to 4th place now after leading the most laps. Sheldon passes the 13 in a horrible spot, but gets clear of him. How is Emerson going to deal with the lap cars now? It looks like Sheldon's now got the 19 of Adam in front of him. They both have lap cars to deal with. Sheldon going to the inside of the 19 into the hairpin here. Gets clear of him. Emerson also went to the inside of Devin there. Sheldon got clear. Emerson clear at 13. Now he's got to get around Adam. He gets clear of Adam here going into the final turn. The final 2 turns, sorry. Is about 1.7 from Sheldon now, as he was 0.2 faster last lap with the pit stop. So maybe Emerson's game is to play it long and be close enough to where he can hop him in the pit stops. Still sliding in that turn. Any battles back here? Abney's lap down. There goes Malonco off track. Gets back on, keeps going. 27 slides through that turn. A lot of them still just sliding it through that turn. Luis all by himself as we go back to the 2 leaders. Emerson was still 0.5 faster that last lap, actually. Kyle's finally getting around Adam here. This race should be over by like 4:30 here. It's about minute 38 a lap. So we're halfway through. So catching up to Luis here. Let's lap him now. Sheldon slides. He goes into the dirt a little bit there. That's going to allow Emerson to catch up a little bit. He was 0.4 faster than the 51 last lap. Sheldon looks like he locks up pretty bad. Emerson locks up. They both slide through that turn. Now Sheldon's got the 7 Luis in front of him. Kyle locks it up into the hairpin, almost goes off there. Sheldon still stuck behind the 7 Luis. Your pole sitter back down in 28th, just now going a lap down here. As he has that major damage from when he went off the track. Luis went off track a little bit again there. Now it's Emerson's turn to pass him. Emerson goes to the inside here into the final 2 turns. Slides, gets clear. Trying to get back to the 69 here again. As they're going to wash him through the dangerous corner, and then we'll go through the field here again. Kyle defending from the 77 back here. He did, though, successfully. Sheldon gets clear through that turn. Kyle Petrie almost goes around through that turn, battling Jon. Jon now gonna get a position possibly there. 6 of Riggs, Adam. As we watch everybody go through this turn, they all seem to be super loose through. Mal, Lingerfelt, Faron. You got Elijah now. All just super sideways through it. Ritchison, last one on the lead lap. Don't know where he's at. Front straightaway. Emerson also super loose again. Like I said, I think he just needs to stay close enough to the 69 to get in front of him under pit stops. Yeah, Sheldon seemed to have a long pit stop last time. We'll watch Jon though here in 5th, as he's got 2 positions in front of him. Lap 20 now. Looks like Markel's coming out in front of these guys. Kyle gets pushed wide as he finally tries to get around Luis. 42 is now last, and Markel's probably going to lose his top 10 points position now, as he was only like 3 to the good. Emerson lost a lot of time there. It's about 2.4 seconds back now. Jon got around the 77 there. Petrie falls from the lead on the, just before the first pit stop. And now he's back to 5th as Jon gets around him. He's got a huge battle back here for about, I don't know, 6 to what? What is this? 6 to 11th. All battling for positions back here. Keep an eye on this battle for a little bit with David Culpepper. Actually, we'll go back to Ben, who's, just on the cut. Ben, he's 5 points out. Landen in 48, 24. Brian in 27 is 32 out. Kyle Petrie and Miz 36, 37 out. Then it grows from there. So watch and see if Ben can try and get through some of this traffic that he has in front of him. 47 gets pushed wide. Max goes off track back here with the 8 of Lingerfelt. Can Max get back on track, or is he going to have to tow? He was in 12th position there. He was having a great day. Better points day here. And here comes the 22 off track now. He's going to run into the back of Max. They're both going to have some bad damage now. So go back to the race lead now. I think Emerson went way wide because now Sheldon's all by himself getting passed by the 42 Markel. Sheldon gets pushed off track a bit there. Emerson's actually getting caught by Kyle Petrie in the 24. It's a big battle for second place at the moment. Second to fifth. All under a second as the leader pulls away. Kyle goes to the outside of Emerson. It looks like Emerson might just be falling off tire-wise over these guys. Somebody locked up in front of the 69 of Sheldon. Looks like that was the 42 of Markel there. Jon to the outside of the 24 of Kyle. Now down to the inside. Couldn't get that move done. Oh, Jon gets hit by the 77 there. They're racing really hard against each other here at the moment. As Jon's going to go off the track here in the final turn. He's going to lose 4th position, 5th. He's in at the moment, but he hits the wall. And he's going to have to wait to get back on the track probably because of some people being, or maybe not, he's just going to get right back on and loses down to 7th. But these guys are going to get a run on him here down the front straightaway. Looks like maybe Sheldon had problems there. Looks like Jon held on for the moment as Emerson's still holding out the 24. As they caught Sheldon. They were at like 3 seconds. '69 locks up into the hairpin. We'll go back to the battle of second. It's all Chevys behind trying to chase down that Ford or Sheldon with 1 Toyota in 6th. Alenka though having a good day up to 11th even though he went off track. Patrick went way wide there. Like I said, maybe lap 28, 29, they might hit the pit again. I'm tired. See, for some reason the leaders take it super easy through that one turn. That's why they never have problems. Sheldon get locked up in front of them. He's going to lose a bunch of time through that turn again onto the long straightaway. In theory, he should lose a lot of time, but he might not. Because they're battling back here. So he locks it up again. As Emerson's just doing a great job holding off the 24 Kyle. Jon, though, and Abney battling, even though Abney's lapped down, pushes Abney off the track. Tells him, I'm tired of your shit, you're lapped down, get out the way. It looks like he's going to get passed again here by Coen. Might get pushed off track again. Alright, I'm back. Looks like Sheldon's being caught by Emerson in the 3 cars. Looks like he might be locking up a lot in the lead. Because they were about almost a second faster than the 69 last lap. So it's going to be a 4-car battle here for the race lead here at Okayama. First road course in a while. It's been a lot of ovals lately, a lot of short tracks. It's going to be a lot of road courses though coming up towards the end of the year. Sheldon now has the 51 of Emerson, the 24 of Kyle, and the 77 of Patrick back up there trying to get to him. As they're all going to go through the tough turn. Sheldon goes off the track into the dirt. Emerson's not going to have a run down into the one chicane. Emerson goes to the outside. Doesn't get there though. He goes way wide. It's going to allow Kyle to get to his inside again. Emerson going to defend, or is it Sheldon defends? Kyle also there. Is Sheldon going to lock up though again? No, he doesn't, but Kyle gets there. Kyle now up in the second, because he's going to try to take the race lead. Emerson falls to third. Sheldon just trying to hold on as his car is falling off. Kyle now goes to the outside. Sheldon defends to the inside. Kyle's going to get the better turn in here, but maybe not. It's right on the rear bumper of the 69 at the moment. They got 2 laps until they all have to pit. Kyle just trying to get the move done before they get to the pit stops, because they know, or he knows probably if he gets past him now, he might be able to win this thing. Just has to come off of pit road first. Sheldon defends to the inside here in the turn 1. Kyle goes to the outside. Sheldon hits the apron. Sheldon gets loose. As they're now going to get into that tough turn as the 16 just came off of pit road behind Emerson. He's trying to undercut. It looks like Faron and maybe a couple others tried to pit early here. As Kyle now looks to the inside again to the 69 of Sheldon. Will he be able to get there as he goes to the outside here now into this turn? Kyle locks up, goes deeper. He might get the run off here. Doesn't, but he might have the run down into the chicane where the hairpins are. Actually, no, Patrick got to the 69 of Sheldon, actually. But Jesse, though, going to force the issue in the 16 car. He hits the 77. I don't think anybody else pitted, though. This is 16 now, and now has to get around the 69 of Sheldon. That might allow one of the other guys to get back around Sheldon here, unless he pits. Which I think the 69 is going to do. Maybe not. He tried to pass Sheldon's that turn before the final turn, and now he goes to the inside of him in the final turn. '69 does not want this. This is maybe going to give up the position for him. Patrick now looks to the inside here. Going to turn one. As he now has the run. So they're going to come into that danger corner over here. They all take it super easy that time. Now it's lap 28. This is the lap that I think they're all going to end up pitting. Kyle's now battling Emerson again here for third place. The Sheldon goes way wide. Will the 77 get a run? So we're on board with him. Alright, who's gonna have the better pit stop? Will they have to pit this lap, or will they be able to go one more? Patrick's there, 4/10 of a second. Are they all coming in? Yes, they are. None of them stayed out either. Emerson, though, had the better pit stop last time. We're going to watch his pit stop and see what happens. Does anybody stay out, though? It's not going to help them, but... Or did anybody else pit already like the 16 of Jesse did? They had the 4 pit stalls all right by each other too. I think there's one spot in between Kyle and Emerson. So wait to see. Sheldon comes off, then Kyle Petrie. What about Emerson and Patrick? Emerson comes off and then Patrick. Patrick's going to lose a couple positions. Like even more. Patrick's still on pit lane. Sheldon comes out about 3 seconds ahead of the 24. I think Sheldon's going to have this one locked up again. Unless he goes off track. Kyle locks up now. Fresh tires though into this hairpin. It's usually pretty risky here. Depending on how fast you want to go down into it. Yep, Sheldon locks up. But he makes the turn. Kyle though, I think just gained a bunch of time because of it. Kyle about 2.8 seconds back. We're just waiting to see if he can make a move or Sheldon's going to get another win this year. I mean, he's no matter what, he's going to extend the points lead because Jon is down in 5th. Unless he goes way off track here in minute 69. Not a lot of people are going to go lap down this week. That's good. Sheldon now passing Luis. Luis back a lap down. Kyle's got time to catch the 69. He's just got to save the tires and hopefully Sheldon uses his up. Sheldon got around Devin already too, but Kyle's closed in half a second. Was 3 when they came off of pit road, but now 2.5. Got 5 laps to go though. Five long laps. Now it's back down to 3. Actually, it's at 2.3 now, sorry. Still catching. Having a good run down the front straightaway for Kyle. Now looking to be almost 2 seconds. Sheldon goes way wide again up there in the front. He's definitely pushing that car. As they sit and Kyle, as Sheldon locks up. I think Kyle did a little bit too as he gets super loose through that turn. Nope, Kyle lost. He's at about 3.6 seconds now. He lost a second. They both had a big mess up there. He should have been able to capitalize there, but he couldn't. Nonetheless, though, the 24 is going to gain points on that cut. He'll have a chance at Sheldon in the playoffs if he can get there. Or in the chase there. Emerson goes off track, saves it, and he's back on the track now. Kyle gets super loose again. Lose more time. I think Emerson went completely off. Like wall wise. Yep, there it is. Emerson had a 3rd place run. Went off the track. We saw that, but we didn't finish watching it. Emerson goes all the way off. Hits the wall there. So now we go back to Sheldon, who's your race leader. That's going to hurt Emerson in his bubble chance. So the 51, the 42, the 20, all having bad days. Basically all the others capitalizing. Sheldon's got 3 laps to go, counting this one. Locks it up though. Goes way wide. Sounds like Kyle's doing the same thing though in the back behind him. As he's now gaining about 5 seconds over Kyle. Sheldon again locks it down into the hairpin. Well, that puts Jon up into 4th. He just hopes the 69 will have a mess up here today. Yeah, now it's a pretty boring race, but when they were all close together, it was actually pretty fun. Looks like Sheldon just might be taking it easy here now for the last 2 laps. Nope, still locks it up into the same turn. This is going to come around to the final lap here this time by. Malenko though, up to 5th in the 11 car. Good day for the guy last in points. Maybe he'll make a run here at the last couple races trying to get in. But he's 151 back. He's got a lot of points to make up. He needs to win probably the next 3 then. Sheldon coming around, final turn for the final lap now. One lap to go, sponsored by no one. Emerson though comes out on track behind the 69 of Sheldon. We'll just be able to hinder him if he tries to pass the 69, as the 42 is trying to do to the 24. Looks like Luis might have had another off track. Sheldon goes way wide again. Emerson just goes clear by on the inside. Sheldon goes on the grass a little bit there. Coming off that corner. Sheldon takes it nice and easy into the hairpin. He's got a couple turns left, and Sheldon will be another win for him on the season. As long as he doesn't chop it into the last 2 turns, he'll be okay. He's got 1 turn left to go. Sheldon comes out the final corner. He's going to end up winning here at Okayama, as Kyle Petrie is going to end up getting second. Kyle in 24 seconds. Tyler Riggs gets a 3rd place in the 6th car, as John comes home 4th for 2nd place in points. Malenko gets a career day, I think, of the season, 5th. Anderson quarter 6th for him too. Patrick falls to 7th. 8th for Miz. 9th for Coen. Faron gets 10th after that lap 1 wreck. As for 11th, he got David Culpepper, Landen, Causey in 13th. 14th for Elijah. Top 15 for Ben and Gerald. 16th. And then the rest of them still battling back here for their positions. Looks like Lingerfelt 17th, 18th Logan, 19th for Brian, 20th Dan, 21st Max, Ritchison, Larry 24th, and then the 16 still finishing his final lap. As he was the last one on the lead lap in 25th. And he comes to cross the line now. And as for that, let me go check the schedule. We will see you guys next time for 140 laps at Rockingham. And then we have the Glen and Tsukuba for the final 2 races, the final 3 races of the season before the chase. Sheldon led 24 of the 35 laps. He actually led a lot more than I thought. He had Patrick, who led 6. Causey led 5. And Luis ended up, even though he started in pole, did not end up leading one. Fastest lap, he had a 138.5 for Sheldon. And actually Kyle in second had a faster one with a 138.2. He still had a faster one over John, who had a 38.2. Wow, 37 for Patrick. David Culpepper had a 37. And Emerson had a 37 before he wrecked. So he did have one of the fastest cars, but ended up having a bad finish. We'll see you guys next time for, I think I said, yeah, Rockingham for 140 laps.